Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man. We're back on Ringwoods. We just finished an episode where we had about 3 or 4 different harvests going to try to make enough money to pay that $800,000 loan off. We did it, and we still have $245,000 left. So today we need to reseed, get ready for the next harvest. We've got other things to sell. We've got chickens to sell. We've got eggs to sell. We've got wool to sell. We've got lots of farming to do. We have a metaphoric ton of farming to do. So let's get started while I still have rental. I rented a cultivator, and I still have a little bit of time left on it. So let's go over and find that. And it's hit right there. And I rented this one because it's 14 foot and I wanted to try it. It's a mod. And I wanted to try it out and see how it worked. It seems to work really well. So I'm thinking about trading my old ones in for this one. Because the other ones are only 10 feet or 10 meters wide. This is 14. So we're going to head and keep using this while I still have 38 minutes left on the rental. Supposedly, these are able to seed without having to cultivate. That's not the case. I tested it out in the last episode, and it didn't work. It just will not seed unless it's been cultivated. So be it. That's what we'll have to do, no problem. But if I'm going to have to cultivate, I want the biggest cultivator I can get. And I'm sure there's probably big ones out there. As a matter of fact, I saw one that was like 45 meters, which was completely just bonkers out there. It was a mod. It was just ridiculous. So I'm not gonna have something that crazy. Don't need something that crazy. 14 meters is good enough. It does a pretty good slice out of the field each time it goes around. So we'll leave it at that. Let's see, we need to get, what else? Okay, we need to get, where is he at? He's here somewhere. There. Which pew is he in? He's in group 4. Alright, I need to get him going. We've got 2 of these, but I'm kind of shy on tractors. So let's get him down to the south farm. Let's do a transport. We're going to go transport from the main farm to the south farm. And get him down there. I've got some grass I need to have windrowed. Stop at the last. Let's grab our... Let's see, we need to grab the old semi. Okay, let's see. Is there room back here? I'm not sure. Pull forward just a little bit. And then let's go get our little... Whoa, that was quite some lag there. Let's go grab our little bobcat. Uh-oh. Where did I leave it? Uh-oh. Hey, somebody left the chicken coop open. I want them getting out. Yeah, we've got poo to sell, too. I sold 1 truckload, but there's still a little bit left. There he is. And I got a little bit of chaff that I can start making compost, not compost, silage out of. I think I can make silage out of the chaff. Boy, he got down to South Farm pretty quick. Yeah, take a look. We looked at this last episode, but I got quite a bit of straw put together there, and look at the grass I've got. I'm piling the grass up, which is surprising since I only have those 2 little fields. So let's get this guy loaded on the truck. We need to get that wool sold. Oh! Yeah, he turns really sharp. got to really be sensitive on the old control stick. He's got a little tiny bucket. He's only got 1,700 unit bucket on him. I need to get something with a bigger bucket. Matter of fact, I'm just going to take this bucket and drop it. Can drop it right there because we don't need the bucket. We need the pallet fork for the wool. And we might as well hook it up. Okay, now I just noticed as soon as I hooked that up, I can't move. Whoa, look at that. Because the pallet fork is locked onto the trailer. So, but the Bobcat thingy-bobber isn't. So let's see here. We need to unlock the load. I'm gonna unlock the load. There we go. Unlock the load, and then I'll relock it. I'll relock it and close the ramp. And we'll run this down to the wool pallets. I thought the road went through here, but I guess it doesn't. It just goes over there. I love this truck. It has about 1,000 gears in it. If you listen to it, it's and it keeps doing that about 1,000 times. You know, you don't really notice it except for if you're really paying attention. That, oh my God, how many gears does this thing have? Alright, let's see, where is my wool farm? Let's go ahead and go around here. Yeah, the rental mod's kind of cool. I've known it's been out there, but I've never used it before, and you know, I got to thinking I need equipment and I don't have money to buy it. If I was going to do 3 or 4 harvests in a row like that, I didn't. As it was, it took me several days to do it. I mean, I didn't sit there and play Farming Simulator 10 hours a day. I play a couple hours at a time. But even so, with 2 combines, and I told you I tested those combines out. Those white combines are terrible. They're a pretty good mod, but it takes 1 minute 36 seconds to unload the harvest out of them, the grain out of them. Well, it only takes 41 seconds for the New Holland to do the same thing, and so it was just crazy. And it doesn't seem like a lot of time, you know, 1 minute 36 seconds. But when you're sitting there, watching it, it took forever. It was very frustrating, and so I did rent a couple of the New Hollands to do the harvest, and I rented two tractors and 2 trailers to help out. And boy, it was a godsend. So thank goodness for the rental. Let's see, we need to open the ramp. Unlock the load, and then jump out. Let's see, can we get up there? Hey, good jump. Okay, so let's see. Pick this thing up. Yeah, I'm going to trade those combines in for that reason and for another reason. The New Hollands have a larger header. They have a larger grain bin, and they unload, as I stated, much faster. So, you know, you get these big fields like this, and you want to get that harvest off. Yeah, the renting, I like to have my own equipment, but some things, like if I was going to do beets, you know what the price of a beet harvester is. You know, I'm going to have to do quite a few harvests before I can afford to do a beets, unless I rent a beet harvester, which I'm probably going to do if I want to do beets. All right, let's go check on stuff. Looks like somebody's at the... Oh, right. Let's get that guy. Let's get him to work. Okay, he's going to be doing this, and he's going to be working on grass field 20. Grass field 20 right there. Let's get him motivated. Let's just get him in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the point where I'll be able to buy some animals pretty soon. And I don't even have milk cows. I mean, gee whiz. Every farm I've ever had, I immediately had milk cows. And in this one, I don't even have a milk cow. Not a one. I got a rooster. Well, I got chickens. Okay, go to town. Yeah, so here's what I did when I rented. I rented some tractors. First of all, I rented a couple of these monsters. You know, they're not big tractors. They're small tractors, but they have 620 horsepower. This is dual wheeled front and back. This one's dual wheeled in the back, single wheel in the front. It's also 620. This one is 600, and it's just regular wheels front and back. And then, of course, we have the track, which is also 600. I was having a little bit of trouble with hills. These didn't pull it that much better. So I am curious as to whether they're really 600 horsepower, because they didn't pull a loaded grain trailer any better than the cases that I was using. So I'm just curious as to that. What is that monster? John Deere 9560R. Interesting. I'll have to rent that, see what that is. Is that just the tractor? Because I did find... I had a commenter giving me a hard time because I did cotton, one little field of cotton, and I used a corn header, a regular vanilla corn header, to do the cotton, which it did. It worked. I didn't have anything else to use, and and I made comment about how silly it looked, because the corn header, as it was doing the cotton, when the cotton got up into the corn header, it became corn stalks. So, you know, obviously it wasn't set up for the, you know, for the graphics and stuff. So, and I laughed. I thought it was pretty funny, but it did the job. So I went out and I looked for a mod that did cotton. There's a couple of them out there. One of them says, yes, it does do cotton, but it only harvests it. You can't dump it. Well, what the hell? How are you going to, why would you do that then? So the other one, I don't know. The other one looked like it worked, but it said that it needed a lot of work. And so I don't know if it's worth the trouble finding a mod that works, but we'll see. So what I did was I rented a couple of those mod tractors, and then I tried out something new to me. I've had this mod for quite some time, but I've never used it, and that is this thingamabobberdoodle. This thing right here, this IT runner. I rented a couple of these, and I rented the trailers to go with them. So you get this thing, and this hook thing here goes all the way to the back, and it grabs onto this front of this trailer here, and it pulls this sucker on top of this trailer, and Bob's your uncle, you've got a hauler. Now this one is called a skip, and as you see, it does all the grains, beets and potatoes, and it does everything, all the vanilla stuff. It does that, and it's, let's see, 1800 capacity. And then now the only thing about this is it's pretty low on the side there. Then you've got your grass hauler, your forage wagon. It does chaff and grass and blah blah blah. This just hauls that. It does not pick it up off the field. So it's kind of, it's kind of limited in what you'd use it for. Because if you notice, this one does chaff, but this one does grass, and also. But this one does the chaff, but it doesn't do the grass. So if you needed a grass picker up or just moving around guy, that's what you'd use. But I've got the mod trailers that I have that do grass, so I don't know, that wouldn't be very useful for me. But it also has then this grain container. The grain container holds 45,000 or 4,500 units of grain, and it's the same thing. So, but see, it's only 42,000. Once you buy the base unit, the trailers aren't that expensive. So, if you needed to swap these things out. But notice that this trailer does everything this trailer does. The only thing this does that I would need would be the grass, and that's just hauling grass from point A to point B. Well, I don't need that. So is this really all that valuable? It's kind of cool, but is it all that valuable to me? So that's why I rented it, just to try it out. It was fun to use, but I don't know if it's all that, if that's all that powerful for me. Now, comparing the capacity, 45,000. Let's go back to a regular tipper, and let's see what we're using. We're using that one, I believe, is 55. So that one's a little bit bigger. This one that hooks onto a semi-truck is 59, so it's a little bit bigger too. But I can't see myself using this out in the field. You could, because in real life we used to use semi-trucks and trailers all the time. We didn't, in the work that I was doing in wheat and barley and stuff, we never had tractors pulling trailers. We always had semi-trucks pulling trailers. Now, they were usually cab overs and not conventional style, but that's, and they weren't always these kind of trailers. A lot of them were like big dump trucks that we would use. So there you go. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to ever use that IT runner again or not. It was fun to use it as I rented it, but it wasn't very practical. Okay, let's get this guy back to work, and then let's go see how our seeders are doing. And this guy is done. And, oh gosh, he's only got 27 minutes left on the rental. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you don't turn this thing back in, it just rents it for another hour. I'm not sure, but I think that's the case, because I forgot that I rented something and I still had it several hours later, and I didn't check to see if it was charging me. I'm sure it is, but I didn't check to see if it was charging me for it, or how much it charged me for it, because to rent it by the hour is usually pretty cheap unless you got a big piece of equipment, big expensive piece of equipment that you're renting. Yeah, I really like this. I found this online and on a mod page. I'm getting so irritated with these mod pages. You know, there was a couple of good ones to start with, and then everybody was trying to get in on the act. Hey, I've got a mod page with all your favorite mods on it that they stole from everybody else. And then they put it on there, so you have to, you know, you have to be a scientist to figure out how to download the damn thing without downloading some porn or some third-party downloading program, or, you know, there's so much garbage on these. I hate them. And they got so many things. Download, download, download. And when you click that download, you don't know what you're downloading, but it generally isn't the mod you wanted. You have to hunt, search, and try to figure out which one's the actual mod. And it's just a pain. I hate those. I want to go to a page. It says, look, here's a tractor. I want that tractor. Click on it. Boom. It downloads it, and you've got it in the game. You know, I don't want to play all these games with these third-party download programs. You know, who knows what else is loading on your computer. I just hate that. Oh yeah, that's my rant for the day. Let's see. Let's go back to... I gotta figure out where... Oh, there he is. Okay. So he's got one loaded. Let's do another one. I don't know why that's on there. We don't need it. I'm just going to take the front row first. I'm not getting any better at running this thing, but I'm trying. Alright, lining it up is the hard part. Well, that wasn't too bad. JCB 260. It's actually, although it turns really, really fast, and you got to be careful because it's kind of hard to control, it's actually pretty stable. It holds the bales pretty good. I've seen some forklifts that, boy, if you turn a corner too fast, the bale just goes flying off. Which is probably more realistic. Oh, and I've yet to go check on my lettuce thing, see how it's doing. You don't make a lot of money on it, but it's constant, so... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, geez, oh, geez. I just pushed the whole row back. I hope that doesn't interfere with the rest of the bales that are being produced. I guess I'll find out. Kind of stuck now. I gotta get it done. Whoa, whoa, come back, come back. So, you know, it's October in my neck of the woods. I'm sure it is in yours too. And that's, we're getting into flu season. So yesterday, today's the 7th. You'll probably see this in a few days or next week. Depends. I can't remember how many episodes I'm ahead. But, so this is the 7th of October. Yesterday, I went into Costco. That's where we get our prescriptions filled. And for $14.95 or something like that, you'd get your flu shot if you don't have insurance. Now, we have insurance, so it didn't cost us anything, but I decided to get my flu shot done. Oh, man. And the normal pharmacist that I usually go to was busy. He was upstairs giving all the employees their flu shot. So I got a pharmacist that I wasn't familiar with, which is okay, but I just didn't know her. And she came out to do my flu shot, or took me in the office, and which arm do you prefer? I said, oh, it doesn't matter, just do the left one. So she prepared the vaccination, and with flu shot, they vaccinate your arm. They put it right in the muscle, And so I'm diabetic. I'm used to being stuck because I stick myself with needles, you know, every day if I need it. But anyway, so I'm not used to I'm used to being stuck, and needles don't scare me anymore. I don't particularly like them, but they don't bother me anymore. And so she says, okay, it's going to be a little stick, and she sticks my arm with this thing. And then I hear her say, oh no. And I said, oh no, that doesn't sound good. And she says, well, I forgot to prime it. Now the needle's stuck in my muscle, right? I forgot to prime it. Thank goodness I didn't push the plunger, or I'd have just filled your muscle up full of air. And I thought, oh great, thank you. So she said, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to do it again. So she had to take it out, prime the thing, and then stick me again. And I said, well, at least don't go in the same hole, you know, stick me in a different spot, because it's going to be sore as it is. You know, they're always sore, and they go in a muscle like that. Anyway, I thought, oh great, it had to happen to me. But anyway, I got my flu shot, so I'm all ready to be sick. I don't know if I'm gonna get. I don't know if I can get another one on here. I hope so. If I get another one on here, then that's it. It's gonna be tough, but I'll try. Yeah, so I got my flu shot. Now all I have to do is wait for daylight savings time, which is 1st of November this year, sometime the 1st of November. I wish they'd just do away with it. I like the daylight savings time in the summer because it makes it darker or lighter in the summer for longer, and that's kind of good because you know, in summer you're doing stuff, and you know, you don't care if it gets dark. But anyway, I wish they'd just make it daylight savings time and leave it. This changing it back and forth all year long is just pain in the caboose. It'd be like, I've said this before, it'd be like Arizona and tell them to stuff it. Arizona doesn't play that homies game. You know, they just stay on standard time. But like I say, I kind of like the daylight part. They should leave that. And I don't even know if, you know, the reason still exists why they came up with daylight savings time in the first place. You hear a lot of different things. It's kind of similar to, at one point I heard it was for the farmers, you know, so that they had more daylight to farm. And then I heard, well, no, it's for the school kids, you know, so that they don't have to go to school in the dark. And I don't know. It's kind of like driving 55. You know, they said you got to drive 55 to conserve fuel, and then they said no, it was for your safety. Was it to conserve fuel, or is it for your safety? I really doubt that they're worried about our safety, so it must have been to conserve fuel. But who knows? All right, so let's see. We need to button this thing up. Let's do. Well, first of all, let's lock the load. We don't want the stuff going crazy. And we'll close the ramp. And then, let's see, where do we sell this stuff? Wool. At the spinery? Is it sold at the spinery? Or, I don't think it's spinery. I just said that. It's a spinnery, but do you see any wool anywhere else? Because I don't. Let's check that out, see if that's where we go. The spinery. We're going to the spinery. I have a weak spine. I need to get it strengthened. And I just filled their water trough, and I did pull some grass over here, so they should be all set to go. This is that hill that are the tractors with fruit on them. Oh my God, it would go, they would slow down to about like this, just a crawl going up this. So I rented those bigger tractors that supposedly have 600 horsepower, and I don't think they do, because I had two tractors coming up. One was a case and one was one of those that supposedly had 600 horsepower. It didn't go any faster than the case. So I really doubt that it's 600 horsepower. So now I need to find a different mod. I got that mod because those tractors had a bigger horsepower, but if they don't function, then, you know, I want a tractor that functions. Oh, did I miss it? Where is it? Is that it over there? Okay, let's see. We have 244,000. Let's see what happens here if this is indeed the place to sell wool. Yes, it is. All right, from 244 to 272. Not too bad. Every little bit helps. And we're done with that little job. Actuality, it went smoother than I thought it would. Uh-oh. Shoot. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. That didn't turn as sharp as I thought it should. There's a reason why the sign on the back of the trailer says wide loads. Or this rig makes wide turns. But anyway, I was a little better on that forklift than I thought. Alright, let's take this one wide too. I don't want to get stuck on that fence. I think I'm just going to leave the little Bobcat thingamabob right where it's at for now. And let's see who's finished work here. Aha. And he should have finished work. Alright, let's go to the other field. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've reduced the lag or the stutter quite a little bit. Every once in a while, just a little minute one. But I haven't really noticed it as much. I can't remember what I did now, though. Except for throwing a shoe at the computer. I'm pretty sure it has to do with Windows 10, because I had none of this trouble when I was doing Windows 7. Alright. Whoa. Careful, careful. Careful. Don't get carried away. Alright, let's see. We're going to do grass. Grass field 13.1. Alright, let's line her up. And go to town. There he goes. Alright, let's go check on our seating is... Wow, he's still got a little bit of ways to go. Okay, and then we got 13 minutes left on our rental. I do have the other windrows cultivators that that I'm gonna sell. I've got this one here, but it's only 10 meters. So let's go to the garage and oh, I'm gonna get rid of those combines too. I don't think I need these. Let's sell these. I only have one. I'm gonna sell it. And then let's sell these boogers. You know what? Don't I get more money if I take them to the... I do. Let's see if we can find a tractor that's not being used. That's a premium thing right there. A tractor that's not being used. Let me turn that one off. We're going to have to steal this guy, I guess. And since I'm selling them, I'm not going to wash them. They should pay me more just because they have my land. My land is valuable. I have land on these things. They should pay me more. Yeah, you'll still see a little bit of lag every once in a while, but I don't know. It's just so frustrating. I tell you what, I just want to stop talking about it because it just irritates me. And I'm sure it probably irritates you too now because I talk about it all the damn time. Just shut the hell up. The reason why I really think it's Windows 10, though, let me just say this, and then I won't say anymore until the next time I say something. The reason why I really think it's Windows 10 is, one, it didn't do it before. I never had any trouble doing it, you know, running it before. Two, I've turned this thing down from, you know, with my computer, I should be able to run this in ultra everything. And I do. Every other game, you know, that I don't have any trouble with, and they run just fine. I can turn this down from ultra to like low or medium. Yeah, in this game, you've got ultra, you've got high, you've got medium, and you've got low quality. I can turn it down all the way, and it still does it. So it doesn't have anything to do with that. The computer can handle it. It's just Windows. All right, we're gonna sell this. We'll get a little bit more money for it by bringing it here, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but hey, every little bit helps. Now all I gotta do is find the other one. I don't know where it's at. It might be on the other farm. Let me go down and check the barn here first, though. Not there. Not there. I do have that other seeder. I should be using it. Alright, so it's on the other farm. So I'm going to send this guy to the other farm. Let's do a transport. Transport from the main farm to the north farm. I think that's where I used it. I don't have any reason to cultivate on the south farm. Drive this and... Oh, where are you going? Okay, drive that, stop at the last trigger, and then let's go check. Let me check to see if I have a tractor. Well, I've got him, but I'm going to be using him right about now, actually. Okay, so we need grass. We're going to do grass field 20 and grass field 20 to grass field 20 grass south farm to silo. Okay, I should have named that differently. Too late now. Okay, so let's see. Is he picking up grass? Yep. Okay, very good. Alrighty, now let's see if we can find another tractor. Well, I guess I just could have latched onto that guy, couldn't I have? As a matter of fact, I'm going to. I'll just swap this tractor. Oh, shoot. Come on. I'll just swap these tractors out. I'll start him up. And when I'm done with him, I'll just leave him on the other farm. Ow. Watch where you're going. Yeah, I don't really want to use those combines now because they're so hokey. Not hokey. I mean, that's a good combine, those white ones. They're good combine, but they're just not... They just aren't efficient enough. Alright, I got to try to get it to the right angle here. Oh! Yeah, okay, we can do that. We'll do that. Just move it around. There we go. No, don't get stuck on it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so it looks like the windrower has finished his job. So let's get this back to the shop and sell it. And then we'll go to get the windrower out of the way. That gives us another tractor, by the way. Yeah, I don't have enough money to... I've got $320,000. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell those 2 combines and all their headers and see if that'll give me enough money to buy 1 combine that I need, and then I can rent the second one for 1 harvest. I still have harvest to sell, so I could sell it and buy, but what the heck, we'll just rent 1 for 1 harvest. Trying to be prudent since I did such a stupid thing at the first on this farm and borrowed so darn much money. That was just crazy. Ow. I wish I'd had the rental thing then. You know, I've known about that mod for quite some time, but I just never entered my mind to try it. Alright, let's sell that booger. Yeah, we'll take this guy back to the main farm and we'll just swap those 2 tractors out. Hook this up to the fertilizer spreader. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the next harvest. I'm going to use the profits on the next harvest to buy some animals, and we'll get some animals started. I think I've got enough silage, straw, and grass to start mixing. So I need to start doing that too. And I can do that before I get animals, because then it'll be all ready. They'll already have mixed rations to go. So I think I'm going to start a mixing job in the next episode while I'm harvesting. Oh wait, do I need him? Yeah, I'm going to. First of all, he needs more fertilizer. Now let me go grab that windrower. I'll go grab the windrower. And we'll steal the tractor. Stop that. Get out of that. Get out of that. We'll steal this tractor. And put him to work on the other seeder, maybe. Yeehaw! Beautiful day to farm. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, I don't know how that goes. I'm no Mr. Rogers. The guy was on TV a long time though. He went through a lot of sweaters and tennis shoes, I'll tell you that. just took that a little bit too wide. Alright, we'll just park him right there. There's another seeder in the barn. Let's latch onto that. Oh, I need to check to see how much time I've got left on the rental. Might have to rent it for another hour. It's pretty cheap though. Oh, I don't want to do canola. What should we do? What did we do on the last one? Let's see. Corn. Yeah, I don't want to do corn. Whoop. I got, well, look at that. I got 1 minute left. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I'm going to have to rent it again. Well, this is going to be a good test. Let's see what it does. Will it actually automatically rent it for another hour if I don't turn it in? You can turn it in a couple of ways. You can drive it back to the shop and put it on the cell platform and do that. Or you can come in here and find it in your garage, because it does go in your garage, I think. Well, that's going to make a liar out. No, there it is. See, it goes in your garage and you can return it right there. But let's see what it does. I think it's going to re-rent it for me. Okay, 0 minutes, 0 hours. Now what? It doesn't go away. They didn't take it away from me. Let me pop out of that. I just froze the game. Or maybe not. Oh, I didn't freeze the game, but oh my God, that just... oh, something's wrong. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. This is weird. But, yeah, I'm just going to let it go and see what happens here for a second. Come on. You got to do something. Rent time, 0, 0. Maybe it has to go into the next minute, and then it'll refresh itself. Maybe that's why it kind of froze the game, because it doesn't know what to do. Because I'm still using it. I don't think I'm getting something from there. It went. There it went. Okay. So it re-rented it. When it gets to 0, you still have a minute. Alright, so that's what it's going to do. Alright, so, alrighty, well, I think I'm going to, oh God, I'm getting a lag like crazy here. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and when we come back, we'll do all those things we talked about. Hope you had fun. Give me a like if you liked it. Share it if you have a friend. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the farm in the next episode.